I haven't made a video in a while. I've been waiting to see what would happen with all of the demonstrations, all of the things, but Louisville, Kentucky, and the state of Kentucky is in trouble. They basically said it's legal to murder people in their own home. And nothing we can do about it. That's basically what they just said today. It's legal to be killed by police in your own home, even if it's by mistake, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Breonna Taylor is dead. Shot at least 5 times. And the people that shot her are still working as police officers on the Louisville Metro Police Department. I don't know how long the world's going to be able to stand for this kind of shit. We used to be the champion of civil rights across the world. Human rights. And we lacked human rights here in America. The police have developed over the past few decades a method on which to delay, lie, cover up, plant evidence, if you will, if you have to, put judges in the right places, make sure that grand jury is all right-wing, and the rest of you are screwed. The minorities are screwed. Walk into any courtroom in America, any courtroom, I don't care where it is. You are not going to see a bunch of white guys waiting to go to the trial or pay their tickets. You're not going to see that. I dare you. When it all settles down, go to a courtroom and look down the aisle and see who's there. I guarantee it is not middle and above white America. It is not. Rather than, after George Floyd, take a look at what they were doing and change how they were going to do things, they basically literally at Trump and bars blessing those pieces of shit who don't need to be on this planet. The police doubled down. They said, we're going to fight this. We're going to get our own sympathizers. And we're not going to charge them with crimes. Kyle Rittenhouse, you little skanky little piece of shit. You murdering fuck. Your life is done, bud. Whether you like it or not. Your life is over. When you get life imprisonment, whatever, you can't go anywhere in this country without getting fucked with. I was driving today, and I was thinking to myself how getting through this pandemic and getting through these crises is a hard thing. It's a hard thing. It's harder on some people emotionally. It's harder on some people financially, and some people health. But America won't get a grip because it doesn't want to get a grip on reality. It doesn't want to get a grip on the truth. It would rather pretend things are like they were in the 70s. Just shut your mouth, trust the police, and let it go. It's 2020, and we're still putting marks on black men's backs and necks. And we're putting holes in black women and killing and murdering them. We have gangs in police departments and sheriff's departments here in Los Angeles. Villanueva's under fire for releasing Kobe pictures. when the reality is that isn't even half of what that man has done in Los Angeles. Nevertheless, this deal with Breonna Taylor will not stand. I guarantee you it will not stand. The country is tired of this. They're tired of seeing this. They're tired of seeing officers get off with murder, like Eric Esparza of Huntington Beach and his police chief, Rob Handy, and Internal Affairs Captain Tim Martin. They did it here in Orange County. Now the Anaheim police, who I've requested records from this guy who has killed 4 people in 8 years. Come on. Does anybody see a pattern here? Holy shit. And this guy's still on the force. I'm trying to get his name and get all that information. Of course, they cut me off from their email. Basically, I can't even email them. So now I got to go down there, which I will eventually. Things get lifted a little bit. But see, that's what you got to do. You got to scream bloody murder or nobody will. You got to march in the streets and scream bloody frickin' murder or nobody will. You don't need to burn a bank. It's the numbers of people that they're scared of, not the people with the Molotov cocktails and all of that shit. They're not afraid of those people. Cops are afraid of the little people with guns here and there. They should be. They've been doing wrong shit for years. And now they're targets. They painted them on their own backs. Joe, what's your name in San Antonio? You can go fuck yourself, you liar. You painted it on your own backs. And now it's time to get real with this stuff. Because it is not going to change unless the people change it. Get your asses out there and vote. And get your asses out there for police reform, or it isn't going to happen. It's the numbers of people. It isn't the violence. It's the numbers of people. That's how Dr. King did it. He said, fuck it. We're just going to take everybody who's black and come to Washington. That made a pretty good impression, as did his speech. But like Dr. Fauci said today about the coronavirus, you're not listening. Nobody's fucking listening. And you need to listen. Because until you listen, you know, I like I said, I was driving today and I noticed people with no license plates, no Trump, Pence, no Biden, Harris, bumper stickers. Nobody's dumb enough to put them on their car. Except this one guy. And so I came by, I drove by him, and I expressed my First Amendment freedom of speech. It was a sign language, but it was freedom of speech nonetheless. And of course he did his crazy I love Trump road shit in front of me, forgetting that I raced cars and zipped around him, which was totally fun. But this is hard. This is a time period in our life that is very hard. We've had 20 years of war. What do you think has come back from that war? A lot of very, very impaired people. And now they're in police departments all over this country. Welcomed. Because they're veterans. Forget the fact that their minds are mush, that their ears are ringing, that they have headaches at night and flashbacks. Forget all that shit. Let's just give them a badge and a gun. And that's what we're doing. That's what you see out there. The best of the worst. Bunch of wounded warriors walking around thinking they're okay. And they're not. They are not okay. Think about it, folks. Anybody that would want to become a police officer these days? Think about it. Anaheim's thinking about it. Huntington Beach is thinking about it. They should be. They're being watched.